dear souls. We are an Arcturian Collective, and we come in peace. We come to speak with you about the soul coming online, a process that truly began around the years 2012 and 2013, when the frequency and electromagnetic field of Earth started changing in profound ways. The prophecies of ancient civilizations about these times were indeed true. These prophecies emerged from an advanced understanding of astrology and awareness of extraterrestrial influence present on Earth during those ancient eras. The elders knew. They saw into the timeline. They marked this period as significant. So, what exactly began in 2012? This marked the beginning of Gaia's own ascension, Earth herself elevating into a higher frequency. And this planetary ascension is creating a field of frequency that invites the human soul to come closer, to step more fully into embodiment, to merge more completely with the human experience. How the soul relates to density. To understand what is happening now, you must understand how the soul operates in different frequency environments. In a dense 3D reality, the frequency that has dominated Earth for thousands of years, your soul remains more split from your human self. In that density, an ego structure forms that is specifically designed to navigate and survive the harsh conditions of separation consciousness. The soul is still present, still guiding from above, but it is more disconnected from the body, the mind, the daily human experience. It is still the soul's incarnation, but the soul experiences it more as an observer from a distance. Yes, to a degree the soul feels the pain and sorrow of 3D reality, but it cannot fully connect with these emotions for extended periods because it is simply operating on a different frequency. The density creates a natural separation. Think of it like trying to have a conversation through a thick wall. The soul is speaking, but the human can barely hear it. The messages are muffled. The connection is strained. The new frequency. The soul steps in. Now everything is changing. The frequency that is coming online on Earth through Gaia's ascension process is making it far easier for the soul to step into its human incarnation. The wall is thinning. The distance is closing. The soul can finally come home into the body. This is why recent years, and especially this transformative year of 2025, have brought the collapse of so many old structures. You see this in the outer world: systems failing, institutions crumbling, paradigms dissolving. But you also see it intimately in your personal world. Relationships falling away, sudden job changes, unexpected financial problems, health crises, identity dissolution. This is happening because these are the years of the collapse of the human ego, or what we might call the collapse of the small self. The collapse is not comfortable. Now, contrary to what many people may think about this process, it does not come gently. It does not arrive as pure bliss and hallelujah moments where suddenly everything is perfect. No. The truth is more complex and more challenging than that. The small self, the ego structure that was built to survive in 3D density, is collapsing under the pressure of these higher frequencies. It cannot sustain itself in the new energy. It was never designed to. It was a temporary structure, and now its time is ending. And so the human self, which has free will, finds itself with no choice but to allow the soul in. Not because it wants to necessarily, but because the old way of being simply cannot continue. Why the soul cannot simply take over instantly. Some of you may wonder, if my soul is ready to guide me, Why can't I just say yes right now and have everything shift immediately? Why can't I simply allow my soul to call all the shots and transform my life overnight? In theory, you could, if you made the conscious choice to surrender completely to your soul's guidance with total trust, zero resistance, full willpower. Your life could change dramatically within weeks. You might change countries, end relationships, quit jobs, transform every external structure. This is possible. But these stories are the exception, not the rule. And there is a reason for that. The body is slower than the mind. Your human body carries density. It holds cellular memory, patterns, traumas, conditioning encoded at the physical level. Even when your mind understands that change is needed, even when your soul is clearly showing you a new direction, your body needs time to adjust. This is why the moment you realize a relationship is no longer aligned, you do not necessarily call that person the next day to end it and feel perfectly fine by the evening. The body needs time to process, to release, to recalibrate. There is also a built-in safety mechanism here. You have not been trained throughout your life to trust your own judgment and intuition completely. And so your human self is often not eager to act on the first sign of intuitive knowing. Sometimes this caution serves you well. It prevents impulsive decisions made from fear or confusion rather than from true soul clarity. However, what is happening now is that this time of doubting, of separation consciousness, of playing it safe at the expense of authenticity, this era is coming to an end. The timeline of transformation. When we say it is coming to an end, we do not mean it will be complete tomorrow. This shift may still take several decades before it is fully integrated into collective human consciousness. Transformation of this magnitude does not happen overnight on a planetary scale. But when we say it is coming to an end, we mean this. Those of you who are already attuned to higher frequencies can begin benefiting from this change in Earth's frequency right now. Today, this moment. If you are tuned into messages like this one, the coming years and decades will be times when you can truly begin to thrive. These will be the years that favor heart-based frequency over separation consciousness. These will be the years when authenticity wins over pretense, when truth prevails over illusion, when the soul finally takes its rightful place as the primary guide of the human experience. Prepare for the collapse of the false. We say this with love and with honesty. Prepare for a wild ride on Earth. Much, very much, is going to collapse under the pressure of these rising higher frequencies. For you personally, this will show up as things that are not authentic falling away, jobs that do not serve your soul's purpose, relationships built on obligation rather than genuine resonance, financial structures based on fear rather than trust, health patterns rooted in disconnection from your body, identities constructed from who you thought you should be rather than who you actually are. All of this, the false, the misaligned, the inauthentic, will continue to fall away. How to navigate this faster? Now that you understand the mechanism at work, you can move through this process more quickly and with less suffering. How? By simply acknowledging the truth as things fall away. This was never meant to be mine. This is no longer who I am. And I now invite a new way, one far more aligned with my soul, to show up in my life in an effortless and graceful manner. This acknowledgement, this conscious release, this intentional invitation, these accelerate the process. They reduce the resistance. They allow the soul to guide you more smoothly through the transitions. False structures in your life, whether in relationships, business, health, or finances, will continue to dissolve. There is no stopping this, but you can choose whether you resist and suffer through it, or whether you surrender and flow with it. The speed increases for the awakened. If you are more attuned to higher frequencies yourself, if you are what might be called more awakened, this process will come to you at rapid speed now. Your awakening essentially means this: your soul is more online in your incarnation, the connection is stronger, the communication is clearer, and this soul frequency is going to call more and more of the shots in your life. This is beautiful to read, nice to hear, but the human self does not always fully understand what this means in practical terms. It means that false comfort is going to be replaced with authentic living. It means that the safe, familiar patterns you have been clinging to will dissolve, making space for something truer, deeper, more aligned, but also unknown and therefore potentially frightening to the ego. In the soul frequency, fear of rejection falls away completely. Fear of survival dissolves. Fear of not being good enough vanishes. These are constructs of separation consciousness, and they simply do not exist in soul frequency. Now pause and imagine. Which structures in your life are based, partially or entirely, on these fears? Fear of rejection keeping you in relationships that no longer serve you? Fear of survival keeping you in jobs that drain your life force? Fear of not being good enough keeping you small, hidden, playing roles rather than being yourself? Imagine what will happen when these structures fall away. Yes, your life will be far, far more amazing in the years to come. But the process of getting there can sometimes feel painful and difficult because it means that much of what you have been holding on to will no longer be there in the same form. The path forward. Daily connection with soul. So what is the best way to benefit from these changing frequencies? How do you navigate this transition with grace rather than suffering? The answer is simple, though not always easy. Come into daily contact with the innermost aspect of yourself, your soul, in whatever way feels best to you. Meditation, quiet sitting, walking in nature, journaling, prayer, channeling, creative expression, any practice that allows you to drop beneath the noise of the mind and touch the deeper truth of who you are. And then ask for guidance from your soul on a daily basis, not occasionally, not when you remember, not only when you are in crisis, daily. In this way, your soul can gently guide you through the changes, through the collapses, through the rebirths. Your soul knows the path. Your soul sees what is coming. Your soul understands which structures need to fall and which new forms want to emerge. And over time, as you practice this daily connection, something remarkable happens. The voice of your soul and the voice of your human self begin to merge. They become one voice, one knowing, one unified expression. This is the goal. This is the destination. This is what soul coming online ultimately means. Not that the soul takes over and the human disappears, but that they integrate so completely that there is no longer any separation between them. You become a fully embodied soul, a divine human, a being of heaven living fully on earth. This is your destiny. This is humanity's destiny, and it is happening now. We speak with you in love and in alignment with truth and source consciousness. Your Arcturian friends.
Thank you for listening to the transmission. You can check out our website, gflacademy.com, for books and other products. We wish you a beautiful day, and until next time.